And also Jeremy Corbyn, by the way. Yes, big time. I like the idea of people telling the truth. I like them to get to the bottom of things. Really, in our governments, we have a lot of subterfuge. We got people like Jamie Dimon running around, and we got all this, you know, the LIBOR thing, you guys, everything we go through. We got all this stuff. Now we got the Panama thing. I mean, what is it? Why doesn't anybody want to pay taxes and just fix the country, make everybody have a good life? And, well, you know, it's really crazy. So we got to fix it. I think he would make a great PM.
Better than Cameron?
Oh, yeah, way better than Cameron. And forget about, listen, look at your history, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Little sketchy guy hanging out with George Bush. What was his name? Blair.
He does. He look. I'd say he described him as an irascible woodwork teacher, you know. And he's got, you know.
I had a woodwork teacher just like him.
Yes,
I did. Sun technology. Yeah.
And you know, but I think that's right now he is galvanising political support, and he is engaging people in politics that previously had never bothered with politics. He's getting teenagers interested in politics, teenagers queuing up to get to his meetings. Regardless of what happens with the election campaign and with the future you know, of the leader of the Labour Party, what he's doing now is brilliant. It's brilliant that so many people are getting engaged in politics, rather like the way that the whole of Scotland became involved in the independence debate. People who were never even interested in politics before are being drawn into it because of him. And so, regardless of anything else, that's a good thing.
I think Jeremy Corbyn's the person to watch, and I say thank on the behalf of the planet, thank the universe for Jeremy Corbyn. I think he can make a difference. He's a hope. He's a hope. He's not a criminal. There are two politicians I know at the moment who are not criminals. One is Jeremy Corbyn, and the other one is Caroline Lucas, the Green Party woman. Thank you.
It's like when you have a kind of mode of thought in a period of time in a society which dominates to the extent that neoliberalism has for the last 30 years, everything kind of becomes subsumed into that. You know, there's a whole sort of all the ideology, all the debate, all the kind of the former plurality of society becomes kind of, you know, sort of narrowed down into this whole kind of very narrow sort of debate about kind of neoliberalism. So everything else outside of that becomes prescribed. So it's like when a phenomenon like, you know, Scottish independence or Corbyn or Syriza comes along, it's very, very difficult for people to get that to get their head around that, because they can't really see a system as kind of sort of as being dysfunctional, because it's, you know, it's serving their needs, it's working out fine. So what is the problem, basically? But the problem is, you know, the other 99% of the population.
True. This Jeremy Corbyn, he's mad, isn't he, with his railing against austerity and being against the Iraq war, which we definitely should have done, and being against bombing Syria and opposing benefit caps and warning against the dangers of immigration controls and wanting to scrap Trident and wanting to provide free education for young British people and challenging sexism and thinking half of MPs should be women and that the cabinet should be elected, and believing in renationalising energy companies and rail companies so they could be correctly regulated in harmony with the ecology, and wanting to bring in rent controls in London and build 240,000 more homes each year and reduce deficit with a progressive tax and reintroduce 50% higher rate tax for high earning people, and disagreeing with the monarchy but saying he won't fight it. So, you know, bloody hell, Jeremy Corbyn would be a better kind of New Labour. Jeremy Corbyn is a politician who, in public, is prepared to stick up for the rights of ordinary people. That's obviously got to be a positive thing. The fear would be, can party politics ever really enact the will of the people? Can that ever happen again? Big question mark above that.
I'm very torn. I mean, the Labour Party have been useless, actually, on green issues, but I think Corbyn's quite sound on them. We can't open the mines again, sorry about that, but it's the dirtiest energy there is. But I think he is very sound, and that he would be very intelligent and he would be willing to face the transition that we're all going to have to face.
And do you think Labour could get into power with Jeremy Corbyn?
Yeah, I do.